Hey guys, so I want to talk to you guys about a problem that Jace has, and I've noticed it for a while, but first I want to give you a background of what it's taken us to get to this. Before I continue, I want to tell you guys that I'm not an anti-vaxxer at all whatsoever. And I am fully vaccinated. My brother was fully vaccinated. So growing up in a Hispanic family, that's been tough to make other decisions other than the ones that they made for us, because we are okay. So when I got pregnant, I researched about vaccines and I researched about circumcision, and we decided not to circumcise, and we decided that we were going to do vaccinations like they recommend. So we did the vitamin K as he was born, which I think that's the only one he had at the beginning, and then I think at 3 months he gets another set of shots. So when he got his set of shots, he got I believe he got 2 injected, which is like a concoction of them, and 1 orally, and then we denied the hepatitis B shot. So we denied the hepatitis B shot because if you research what the hepatitis B is, you contract it through sexual interaction, which he's not gonna have that. And it says that it's a possibility that you could get it through like family members, but he really is just with us when he was little, and that was still our mentality. He was going to be with us, and we don't know anybody from our circle, like our small circle, that has that. So that's why we denied that. At 3 months we gave him the set of shots, and then I believe there was a 6 that he ended up getting 1. And then, the older he got, the harder it was to give him his shots without forcing him to put him down. At 8 months, which was the last time we vaccinated him, he ended up getting, I believe, 2 shots. They checked his iron. But this is the point where it got really dramatic and traumatizing for me and him. So if you guys don't know, Jace is larger than most 2-year-olds, and he is very strong. He's very determined. And as soon as we got to the doctor, 2 nurses, myself and Josh, had to pin him down so they could give him the shot, because it was just out of control. He was just moving, and that caused a lot of stress on him and myself. I literally was crying when I came out from there, because it was just so stressful. It was so dramatic. I wish I would have recorded it, but I didn't. So that was just hard. And I want to explain that every time that we took him in for his shots, I could swear that I would see little things that didn't make sense in my mind that would make me rethink the whole vaccinations. I can't really explain. It's just my emotions and what I went through, and everybody's different, but I'm just sharing my thoughts of what happened. So at 8 months we decided we weren't gonna do no more shots, or well, actually at 8 months we decided we were just gonna delay them, and that's what we started doing. Delaying them, I thought that would give me more time to investigate about vaccines. I started buying books and educating myself. I want to mention that shortly after his shots, maybe when he was 11 months, he ended up getting an ear infection, and we took him to the doctor. Obviously they try to force, or I shouldn't say force, but they try to make you feel guilty for not following the regimen of the shots of the vaccines. So we denied. We're like, no, not this time. And that's the best thing that we could do. He did end up getting antibiotics for his ear, which I kind of regret, because the more I read about ear infections, with time it goes away and there's no need for antibiotics. I mean, there's drops and all these other things that you could do to help them. But that's my mistake. First time mom. You know, it is what it is. It's something I have to live with. But that was that. So that's the last time we ended up going to the doctor. Pretty much this video is me telling you all my concerns. I do want to add one more thing that I should have added at the beginning, but Jace was born via an emergency C-section. I want you to keep that in mind, because when I make the second part, that will make you understand certain things. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and follow up with my next video. We're transitioning and we're working really hard, and we're investing in his future and our future as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys doesn't discourage you from vaccinating or not vaccinating. Just, you know, all I ask is that you educate yourself and just be open-minded and research. And that's all. I am really everywhere with this video, but I forgot to mention, besides the little things that I would pick up every time we'd give him a shot, from 8 months to like, I think maybe a couple of weeks before he turned 2, he's very smart. I give you that. He's really smart, but he doesn't really know how to deal with his emotions, and he would get super frustrated, which I know everybody's gonna tell me, well, yeah, the terrible twos and all that stuff, but it was something beyond the terrible twos. It was the lack of communication. It was the lack of patience. Help? You need help? The lack of communication. His tantrums were just too much. It was severe. I mean, for everything. The lack of play, the lack of, I don't even know how to explain it, but he would like play with his toys, and he would just literally grab them and just throw them in the wall out of frustration. And, you know, I would say, oh, I have a wild child. I have a wild child. And, you know, I always, you know, your child's gonna end up being having your attitude or your husband's attitude or boyfriend or whatever. And I always pointed out, like with Josh, just because when I met Josh, he had no patience at all. And I would say like, oh, Jace is gonna be just like you. Jace is gonna be just like you, my love, se va a caer. And, you know, I would put it that way because that would make me feel better in some kind of sense, which now I know that it's not. It's nothing at all what I thought it was. Jace? Así no, mi love, okay? You need to calm down. Very funny. What the heck? Toma. Ahí está. Why are you being like that? That's not nice. You want to hold my hand? You don't want to hold my hand? Okay, we're not going to the store if you're going to act that way. We're not going to go to the store. We're just going to stay here. Okay, until you calm down. You need to settle down.
Are you gonna settle down? Are you okay now? Are you okay? Yeah? You feel better? You feel better? Oh, what do you want? Your carrito? Okay. It's right here. There you go. Whoa!